Hi, Julianne.
Drew Barrymore, Lindsay Lohan, Elvis Presley, and Michael Jackson. What do they all have in common? They were all addicted to prescription drugs at one point. You don't have to answer this, but have you ever taken a parent's painkiller so your back feels better, or a friend's Adderall to study better? Thanks to the hard work of the people from Phoenix House, the lives threatened by drug abuse and addiction can turn around. Prescription drug abuse, especially the abuse of painkillers, is a problem that's rampant today, as our nation becomes more and more dependent on painkillers and drugs. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, 44 people in the United States die every day from overdose of prescription drugs, and many more become addicted. Phoenix House's mission is to change that by helping thousands of people find the right treatment, manage their recovery, and get back their lives. Through my experience working at a community pharmacy, I've come to learn and recognize this problem that's prevalent in our society. After this speech, you'll have a better understanding of misused prescription drugs and the negative effects it may cause. First, I'll present the reasons why and how people become addicted. Second, I'll talk about the problems drug abuse causes in our communities. And third, I'll discuss effective solutions to drug abuse and how Phoenix House can free the community from drug abuse. To start off, let's take a look at how people become addicted. While there are several ways to misuse prescription drugs, there are also several ways why people start. Think about how you feel when something good happens to you. Maybe you ace the exam you took, or you took to study all week, or you win a game. This is a natural pleasure that occurs because as humans, we drive to seek out those things. When someone uses a drug, he or she experiences unnatural pleasure, and because drugs are toxic, the brain chemistry changes to drive a person to seek out the drug impulsively. In a journal article written by Shaheen Labkan in September 2012, he states that when someone needs drugs to experience a high, despite the negative consequences produced by drug abuse, this is addiction. Unfortunately, it's now very common for people to misuse drugs, especially on college campuses. According to Sean McCabe, associate professor at the University of Michigan, academic drug use has become increasingly common. Some students blame the competitiveness of college and think that by taking a drug such as Ritalin or Adderall, they'll do better than their peers academically. Also, some of the reasons younger people have given for taking drugs is that they're not illegal, they're cheap, and they can be used as study aids. Now we'll talk about the issues drug abuse causes in our community. Drug use in America has been increasing. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, 52 million people in the United States over the age of 12 have used drugs non-medically in their lifetime. It's a serious public health problem that affects almost every community and family in some way. Prescription drug abuse also takes part in several major social problems, such as drug driving, homelessness, and child abuse. This can all lead to crime and problems with keeping a job. Not only does it harm the person taking the drugs, it also harms unborn babies and destroys families. Because more prescriptions are being written than ever before, there has been a nearly 300% increase in deaths from prescription pain medication in less than a decade. Prescription drug abuse can change the face of a community, whether it's rural, suburban, or inner city. No community has been left untouched by prescription drug abuse, and this is where Phoenix House comes in, with our drug and alcohol rehabilitation programs. So now we'll share effective solutions that can help someone suffering from drug addiction and the amazing work Phoenix House has done. On Phoenix House's official website, they share several success stories of people who suffered from drug abuse. A woman named Haley posted on August 13, 2014, sharing her story of how she got started with drugs. Haley's mother was a drug dealer who tried keeping her children away from drugs, but at the age of 12, Haley got curious and tried it for herself. Despite her mother's efforts in keeping her away, eventually they lost their house and became homeless. Soon after, Haley, her mom, and two friends got into a car accident, and her best friend and mom died in the crash. They were all using drugs that night. Addiction can affect every aspect of your life, and overcoming it involves making major life decisions. Because drug abuse and addiction come in many scopes, treatment is not simple. In our area, Phoenix House helps thousands of people men, women, and teens recover each year with numerous locations in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. If you know someone suffering from prescription drug abuse, help that person by being involved in finding treatment at Phoenix House. Although there are different types of treatment for drug abuse, the best is to prevent it in the first place. To conclude, hopefully you all gained a better understanding of prescription drug abuse and the dangers associated with it. In this speech, I presented the reasons why people become addicted to drugs. Second, I talked about the problems drug abuse causes for communities. And lastly, we discussed effective solutions to drug addiction and how Phoenix House can help. Whatever your motivation may be to pop a pill, just remember that misusing a prescription drug can have dangerous consequences on everyone in the community. And I hope that you'll use caution if you must use them in the future. Thank you.